Go ahead.
Right, Rhys, we're 11 games in. Where are we in terms of what you expected, and how do you feel about where we are?
Came into the season with not too many expectations. We had been in the West League last year, so I haven't played a lot of these clubs for 4 or 5 seasons. So we set the challenge of having a winning season. So we don't want to set out and try and do anything less. So we're a good way towards achieving that so far. A lot of good performances, but still lots to work on as well.
What about, if you were looking at on paper last year, you go, well, we were down, fighting relegation in the West, and then we're riding high in the North. Do you think there's any particular reason? But I've got my own thoughts on that, but what are yours?
I think a lot of it is around keeping the squad together, and the job we did keeping the lads we had last year together, and layering on a few extra bodies there. I think we always like to analyse stuff and look for anything clever we're doing, but I think a lot of it is lads being a year older, a year wiser, learning from the experiences they had last year. So I think we're definitely improved as a team.
I was going to say my thought on that would be that the momentum we had at the end of the season, I think the last day was a big symbol, pumping second in the league. We've had a good run, we've had a good pre-season, we were put back in the North, we've had the conditioning, our recruitment's been good, and we've kept the squad together, we haven't had to loan, and we haven't had the injuries we've had. So, do you agree with that one?
Yeah, no, I think we've been fortunate in some respects from an injury basis. It's not a good place to be being injured in this squad at the moment, because everybody who gets picked seems to be taking their opportunities, and therefore you're out for 2 or 3 weeks and then fighting to get back in and get back in the picture. So long may it continue.
I mean, we'll pat ourselves on the back for a second about our recruitment, but the recruitment has achieved its job, hasn't it? We've brought in a couple of props to bolster the front row that we were looking for a loan every other week last year, weren't we? And also we've lost Jamie Harris and John O'Donnell on the wings, but we've just put the shoot brothers in there, so it's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah, no. So I think solved most things in life. Got it, a couple of Fijian wingers. Yeah. They've been great, and young lads who've taken to it really well. Shoney's done a great job in at half-back. That's a position with a lot of pressure, a lot of time on ball, and he's really impressed me at 10 as well. And the competition for places at prop is it's unexpected and really nice to have.
Do you find it easier this year? Obviously, winning makes selection easier and those chats easier, or is it harder because you've got much more depth?
The selection's harder, which is what you want. You're having to speak to lads who deserve to be in the shirt on a Saturday and let them know that they're not, if someone else has just put their hand up slightly more. So it's tough, but then you wouldn't want it any other way.
And someone asked me in the summer, where do you expect to be? And I said, I think, because it's hard to know what anyone's like when we look to the pre-season friendlies, I would have said around the middle, but we've probably exceeded that so far. I'm not taking it for granted that that's where you finish. But do we amend our goals as such, or do we just do the boring thing and go week to week and,
We've got 2 more games against teams we haven't played against this year, and we don't know an awful lot about. So see where we get to over those next 2 weeks, and then we've got a good view in terms of we've played everyone. I think for me, I want the squad to sit down and set their goals for the second half of the season. They've seen what everyone else can do, and they know what they think they're capable of. So I think it's can be player driven. But look, I think we want to keep improving. I think that's what we've done well. You highlighted it at the end of last season. We made strides and we made improvements towards the end of the season, which other teams weren't doing, and we carried that momentum. And we want to keep that momentum going and keep finding little areas that we can get better.
And just taking it, last couple of things, off the pitch, the club's getting back on its feet financially. It's no secret that we had financial problems last year, compounded by the fact we're in the West League. It's this year, it's getting a little bit better, isn't it? And the club feels a bit better. We're doing things like we've got social media people involved now, things like that. We're doing a great job, by the way. But those are the little things that are now stepping forward. As last year, it was, everything was a grind. So in that way, the point I'm getting at is it feels like the club's just recovering a bit, coming back a bit.
Yeah, no, it's a good place to be around. Hopefully we're doing our part in that. I think it's a great community rugby club at its heart. You come down here over the summer when you've got the days when people are helping, and all the supporters wearing blazers on a match day are getting stuck in and painting things and helping out in an enormous amount of time that they volunteer into the club. We're really driving to get more engagement with the minis and juniors. It's great to see them here on a match day. Hopefully, with the pitch allows, we can have some curtain raisers here with the mini and juniors. Parents can see it's a fun place to come on a Saturday. A couple of hours of free childcare. So it's a good place to be around at the moment.
Last thing, obviously, we've got Darlington Moden Park here. The club hasn't played him since I think when we were in that one away at that big football stadium they got. What are you expecting from that one? It's just a close one, isn't it?
It's another tough one at home against a team right at the top of the league. I mean, memories of playing there in my own playing days as well, and they're always a good side. It's always a tough place to go and a tough team to play against. Sad to see that the Craggs is out for them. I thought he's a top player whenever I played against him, so hopefully he gets back nice and soon. And look, it's what we want. We want to have a crack against sides that have been involved in National 1 over the last 6-7 years at our ground and show them what we're about. So looking forward to it, but it'll be a tough game.
Yeah, tough game. We'll need everybody down at the weekend. The crowd's been like 16 final this season, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's like the lads really enjoy playing at home. It makes a big difference when we get some noise and get some support up there in the stands. So hopefully have a good crowd down. People having a few drinks over December, enjoying their silly season, and hopefully 5 points to accompany it.